I am going to get their attention. I'm going to make sure I have their attention. I'm going to tell them what is in the bill. I'm going to tell them what I'm selling. That is going to help them and everybody in red America and everybody in blue America and all Americans. I'm not just going to sit back and expect the news media to do it for me, because it's not our job to sell the narrative. It's our job to discuss what you are doing. And yes, part of what's in it, but it's not our job to sell your agenda for you. They are not selling their agenda. Democrats, get your butts in gear and get passionate about saving this damn country. You're not doing it. You're weak. You are weak. You are weak.
So Chris Cillizza, the editor-at-large at CNN, recently put out an article highlighting 11 potential candidates who could replace Biden in 2024 should he decide not to run for re-election. But it's important to note that the White House has said that Biden has every intention of running for re-election. And I really want to explain some of why before I read off the list of potential replacements for him that Chris Cillizza put out. And that's because pretty much everybody always runs for re-election because you have the entire establishment behind you. You have all the advertisement. You already have the media. You already have the administration on board. You already have your agenda. You already have everything in place. And so unless there's somebody who's a very stark contrast and has a very, very explosive personality, then there's really no way that you can replace somebody within the same party that would have any type of real impact. And especially today, you know, we live in a time where people are going through very similar issues in the economy. Rising cost of living, low wages, zoning laws that don't allow people to have equal access of opportunity to good living spaces, out of control college tuition costs, student loan debts, medical expenses. You know, the list goes on that we're all familiar with, that we talk about all the time. And so if you don't have a strong personality to represent that you are going to lead the fight against those similar issues, then you don't really produce any contrast that can take away those resources from the establishment that's already behind you. So let's take a look into some of these names. So first, obviously, there's Kamala Harris and Pete Buttigieg. Kamala Harris would make the most sense because, again, she's already a part of the administration, but there's not enough of a stark contrast. And I've talked about how she's really kind of blown her chances to be that leader and presence that she really could have had. Pete Buttigieg, also not enough distinction from Biden's agenda. There's just not enough to really build that fervor in the country that would really inspire the left wing, especially, but also just general liberals, general voting populists, to really get more excited for him than for Biden. Elizabeth Warren. Again, that's kind of lackluster in terms of her support. There's a lot of progressive support, but not enough of a difference. Amy Klobuchar, need I say anything with that one? Roy Cooper, who is the governor of North Carolina, but did you know who he was? Maybe, maybe not. But most people don't, so he's really of no use. Mitch Landrieu, who's been tasked with implementing the infrastructure bill. Now, again, he doesn't have that strong popularity that's going to matter to overtake Joe Biden, okay? Then we got Gina Raimondo, and she's been the governor of Rhode Island, and now she works in Biden's administration as in commerce. And then we got Gretchen Whitmer, who's the governor of Michigan, but she has a re-election in Michigan coming up. And then we got Phil Murphy, the governor of where I live in New Jersey. He's, considered a bit more progressive, but again, he's not a national figure, and that's what really matters. You need a national figure to really overcome and overpopulate Joe Biden's popularity. J.B. Pritzker, he is the governor of Illinois. Oh, and the point is, for why he's a good pick, he's really rich. How inspiring is that? Okay, in Illinois, they've done some pretty decent things recently, but again, the election's coming soon, the midterms are coming soon, and there's nobody who has that presence today, and that's what's needed. And then we got Stacey Abrams, who is going to be running for governor in Georgia. So she has that to worry about now. So we've gone over the list of the 11 people that Chris Cillizza put out, none of them really being people, in my opinion and in my view, who are a sharp enough contrast to Joe Biden to really make a difference if they change him out or not. So we'll keep you updated with what happens with the midterms and obviously with the 2024 elections coming in the next several years.